Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, get ready for the greatest show on earth. Pastor Craig suggested that we needed to grab the audience's attention right away for these faith stories, so you don't all turn to read the bulletin while I'm up here for a couple minutes. All I could think of was the fun introduction that my son Gavin, who's now 14 and a freshman in high school, gave when he was 4 at the beginning of Pastor Michelle's Easter morning sermon. He came out in a top hat and everything, and it remains one of my most cherished memories from the 17 years that my husband Chris and I have been members of Holy Trinity. And it ranks right up there with the day Gavin was baptized by Pastor Craig and the day our 11-year-old son Aiden was baptized by Pastor Michelle. When Chris and I joined Holy Trinity all those years ago, we just lived about a block down the street here on Addison. However, about 9 years ago, we moved out to the western suburbs. In any conversation where it comes up, people ask us why we continue to be members of Holy Trinity and attend services here, even pre-pandemic when we drove in almost every week, rather than go somewhere geographically closer to our home. We have an endless number of responses to the why, including the cherished memories I mentioned a moment ago. But there are also the more subtle, long-lasting, and hard to find outside of this community reasons. For instance, how our boys have grown up to understand the worth of all people, even as they have grown up in a divided and difficult time. And how they and we know that questioning and doubting and reaffirming your faith can be a constant cycle and that we are no further from God because of it. I'm always grateful when people ask us the why, because it provides me with a moment to reconnect with all of those reasons that on a normal day I'm sure I take for granted. And at this time of year, I'm grateful for the opportunity to think about the how. How does this community of faith do so much for so many? Well, it's through the efforts of countless volunteers and an unrelentingly dedicated staff, supported by the financial gifts of this community. Our family will use the opportunity this year through the lens of the theme for this year's Generosity Appeal, Commonwealth, Common Good is Holy Ground, to help further deepen our connection to this community and to reflect our deep gratitude for the role Holy Trinity has played in strengthening the faith development of our family and shaping our worldview. Thank you.